Okay, so shh. I'm back from the ER. While I'm walking, because I feel the fluid in my head starting to move, I want to let you listen to something. Do you hear the frogs? It's Redneck ASMR. Do you hear the frogs? Okay. I also have more stuff to show you, but I don't feel like it today. I just wanted to let you hear the frogs. Because I was afraid they were all going to die when the cold weather hit, but somehow they're all still alive. So, guess they're very die-hard, gonna make it frogs. I am back from the ER. I've been back for a couple hours. I've been resting. So the mastoiditis is trying to come back in my right ear. I'm swollen back here. The doctor was telling him my history, and he looked in my ear and went, "Mm-hmm, it's bad." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." He said, how quick did it get this bad? And I said, it literally took 2 days. I said, I felt off for about 5 or 6 days, but I said, I have reflex sympathetic dystrophy. So I can't tell what's off. Normally it takes 3 or 4 days to figure out if it's like a nerve issue or I'm really getting sick, or I can't tell. I have RSD, so my body's all the time doing weird things, and sometimes it takes me a few days to figure out, okay, it's not this, it's this, or okay, it's definitely not a muscle issue, it's a nerve issue, or it's not a nerve issue, I have a bone issue, or that pain's not coming from the nerve issue, that pain's coming from, my ears trying to have mastoiditis again. So I've still got my band on. So it's a new fashion statement. The antibiotic is really making me feel like crap. But that means I feel better maybe in a day or two. So I'm okay with that. But yeah, I need to cut my band off for them. See, they got me. I just need to cut it off, but I don't. Hey, there's my scissors. I was gonna say I don't know where my scissors are, but there they are. Do this without cutting your other stuff. I got home. I rested for a couple hours. Kim took me because David was in the back 40 and I couldn't get hold of him. And Kim also took me to get some food. Well, since I was going to have an antibiotic, she went and helped me get lots of yogurt and stuff to have home. So I am just blessed to have such a good friend. Thank you. Is it Woo I'm blind without my glasses. Oh, wait. Let's see if I put my glasses on, see if it screws up my eyes. These are my librarian glasses. Don't you love them? Woo yes. Thank you, Woo Clay. Hi, Clay. Clay. I don't know. Anyway. So I'm back. It is the mastoiditis trying to come back into the right ear, and it is causing me some issues, and I got a shot, so I'm going to have a freaking hematoma on my hind end again because I get them every time they give me shots. But then I've got oral antibiotics I've got to take for a while. And then my nurse, because I told her, I said, these antibiotics will make me crash and burn. In a couple of days, I'll be bedbound. It's just what always happens because of my disorder. And she's like, I'm going to put you on my Monday or Tuesday roster. And she said, I'm just going to go ahead and try to get another order for a shot. Look how much gray hair I have coming out in my head. This is not right. I'm not even 46 yet. I blame this on my children. If you're watching, I blame every bit of this on you. Blame it on waiting on the twins too. The twins are taking their merry time, which I'm glad they're still baking, but my daughter being pregnant with twins has probably not helped my overall reserve energy and anxiety, stress. It's not helped at all. Oh, thank you, Cassie. I put on my gypsy hobo dress with a band-down bra to go to the hospital because I was not about to put on a gown, and that was the closest thing to a hospital gown I had. But luckily, the doctor was like, he's like, yeah, you know exactly what's wrong with your body. He's like, how long you been doing this? I said, 20 years since the injury. I said, 14 since the diagnosis. He said, whoa. He said, they took that long? I said, yeah. I said, I had no hope for any kind of nerve regeneration at that point. I said, so I just deal with it. And he's like, you're allergic to everything. I said, yeah. That's why I have to catch it immediately, because I'm allergic to everything. And so if we don't catch it early, then I end up in the hospital on IV antibiotics. And that's not fun. I don't enjoy that. But when my husband got home, he came in and he said, you have another bag on the porch. I guess Timu's like decided to send everything I've ordered that they've not sent. They've decided to send it now, but it's coming in weird waves. One thing that I did get was, and I'll show you this. This is the Moissanite snowflake ring that's on sale right now, really super cheap. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's not the most gorgeous ring, but it is adjustable. So when I'm swollen, I can just pull it apart, but it's very hard to tell it's adjustable unless you know yourself, because it hides it so well. Is it the most gorgeous moissanite I've ever got? No, but it is very pretty. It does shine a lot, and it's very hard to tell it's adjustable unless you know it's adjustable, so it doesn't look. But this is going to be great for when I'm swelling, so that I can just pull it apart a little bit more, and then on days that I'm not swollen, I can just push it back in. They have these on sale if y'all want to know. If you put in Moissanite Snowflake, they have these on sale right now for 95 cents. They are only silver plated, so take them off when you bathe and wash the dishes. I'm going to have to remember that. I probably should have bought 4 or 5. But if you don't have a highly acidic body, they'll last a long time. But they are silver plated. Now, most of the moissanite is pure silver, but they have some options that are silver plated. So this is on sale. The Snowflake Moissanite adjustable ring is on sale right now for 95 cents. So I'm just going to tell you, it's very pretty for 95 cents. It's very gorgeous. I went back and bought Kim one. So I've got another one in the mail for Kim. Oh, God. Let me get rid of this idiot. Stupid people are us. They just keep coming to my channel. I just really want them to go away. So that was the first thing. And I thought, well, for 95 cents, that's a doggone cute ring. It shines just like the moissanite. It's got a really nice silver band on it. It's well plated. I can tell you that from already just pulling with it and trying to pull it apart and stuff. It's not as pretty as my more expensive ones, but hey, for $1, you can't beat it. So I'm just saying, I tell you what, we have so much troll traffic. Let me just get rid of them. Stupid people. Okay, so let's see what's in this bag, because I have a feeling for the next few days I'm going to be in the bed as soon as my antibiotics hit. And for those of you that have never seen my tattoos, yes, I'm inked out. I'm a retired parole officer. So when you come on my channel and say nasty, dirty things, I normally tip people off. So I probably wouldn't come here and play if that's your motivation. What in the heck is this? I think it's a dress. Hang on. Yes, it's a dress. Is it a dress? Yes, it's one of those hippy-dippy dresses. Oh, I love these things. These hippy-dippy dresses that have the thing on the back so they don't fall off your shoulder. I freaking love them. And I have a lot of back tattoos, so it shows them too. I love these. These go literally down to my ankles because I'm short. I'm like 5'4", 5'5". And I supervised murderers that were 6'4". So I'm hateful. I love this print on this one. The print was what brought me to this one. And down at the bottom, it goes like this. It enhances. And it kind of reminded me of like an Indian Bollywood kind of print. I really liked that. And so I grabbed that. And it's got just enough sleeves where I'm losing a lot of muscle being on this stupid medicine. It's got just enough sleeve to hide my flab. So, hang on, I gotta get another one out of here. We're just gonna kick everybody out that's being a turd today. Let's just... Okay. I'm trying to get into my YouTube Live and figure out how to do comments from subscribers only. So bear with me. I've never had a troll problem until the last few weeks, and you would think they'd pick on somebody that wasn't ex-law enforcement, but apparently some people are just stupid. I don't know why they put 2 bags inside of 1 bag, but okay, we'll get into it. I don't think I had very much in this order. I did, however, just make the mistake of coming home and watching Retail Therapy on a Budget's new video, which is hilarious. She made some really awesome jokes in the video, and it made me laugh and feel better, especially after what I just been through. So bless her heart. If you have not checked out Retail Therapy on a Budget, go and show her some love, because she's the sweetest thing ever. And she cracked me up and made me feel so much better after being at the stupid ER all flipping morning. So, oh, geez, oh, Pete. I wish people just had something, like, positive to add instead of idiocy. But then again, 67% of our population has been to jail or has at least a misdemeanor. So we should probably be, concerned. I don't think anybody is, though. I'm concerned, but I don't think anybody else is. Okay, so thank God this was a small haul, because I have absolutely no energy. This is just I'm wishing for spring and summer, y'all. If y'all have my ears and my disorder, you'd be wishing for it, too. I got another springtime dress, and this one ties in the front, and it is like a faux wrap. It ties in the front, or you can leave it open, I guess, if you wanted to. I'm going to tie it. But it's got these awesome flutter sleeves, I guess. Are they flutter sleeves? Is that what they call them? Flutter sleeves? I guess it's flutter sleeves. Okay, I'm a retired parole officer. Everybody's in here behave, because I have district attorneys and powerful friends. Let's not make me report ISPs, okay? And it has an umpire lace, so it's right under your boobs, and it's got an elastic waist, and it flares out into like a 3/4 circle. Not really, but I mean, it's got a lot of fabric there. And it's just got like little daisies, little white flowers on it. And I think this was $7 or $8, and that one was $11. I mean, I couldn't buy the fabric to make these for that price. And my mother's a seamstress, so I know this. So when I see a dress that is like a really good deal, I'm like, heck yeah, I'm going to buy that, because I know what the elastic and the fabric and, all that other stuff would cost to make it. So I'm like, no, I'm going to buy that. It's always funny when I put on a really girly dress in the summertime, because I go around normally with a sleeveless dress on and I have all my tattoos shining. And so people don't quite know how to take me sometimes if I'm going to like a public event or something. It's kind of funny to watch people. But I mean, I'm a retired parole officer and very comfortable with ink. I supervise the murders, so this is who I am. I got no problems with it. But if you do, that's okay. That's on you. It ain't on me. But I do get a kick of when I go to functions in the summertime and wear a pretty dress or a sleeveless dress, and people are like, and I'm like, what are you staring at? So it's kind of funny. But so I am going to be eating probably very little over the next few days because of the medicine the doctor at the ER put me on. I am swollen back here. He did verify. Yes, it's trying to turn into mastoiditis again. So if you are young and you don't know that the bones behind your ears are called your mastoid bones and they can get infected and kill you, now you do. So if you ever have a really bad earache or you swell back here, you need to have that checked out by a doctor. I only know this because I have really strange ears with extra bones and extra bone marrow, and the ENT surgeon did CTs and MRIs and found out that my ears are not made right and they can't be corrected because they're so not right. They can't be corrected. And so I have to deal with a lot of drainage issues. And if they get infected, it turns into mastoiditis. And because I have a neuromuscular disorder that affects my immune system, it's very difficult for me to stay healthy. So it's that time of year, y'all, where it's pretty outside and I want to be outside, but I can't be outside because I know it'll make me sick. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the warm weather without the cold winds. That's what I'm waiting on. But the weather, those last two cold snaps, it just kind of broke me down. And so this is what I'm dealing with. I'm going to deal with another round of mastoiditis. At least it's only on one side and not in both this time. That's the lucky part. So I expect over the next couple of days as I take my antibiotics that Ruby Maddox. Well, thank you, Ruby. I think I'm very plain, but thank you. I expect over the next couple of days that I'm going to not feel very well because the antibiotics do not jive well with my system in general. So I probably, the flare kind of that I've been in for a few days, it will probably bump that on up to a very horrible flare. And I may be gone for a couple of days. So there may not be any content. But like I said, I am hiding away some stuff that I need to make sure that I maintain, such as the Tennessee annotated code for what happened to me last week with no doctor being in the office and my home nurse not being able to get orders, which is why I'm having this issue now. If I'd gotten my shot yesterday, I would not be in this predicament. I would already be sick and getting better. So now I'm a couple of days behind where I should be. So honestly, I've got at least 2 to 3 rough days ahead. If you don't see me, don't freak out. It's the antibiotic. If I feel like coming on and saying howdy, I will. But we'll just have to see how the antibiotic hits my stomach this time and how it affects the rest of my disorder, because my disorder kind of runs my world, sadly. David is home with me now, so y'all don't have to worry about me. David's home with me. And thank God for Kim. I don't know what I'd do without my best friend. I'm lucky that the women that I surround myself with are there in a heartbeat for me, and they're checking on me, and I'm blessed. Good friends are always a blessing. Priscilla, I'm having an issue with my right ear. It's going back to mastoiditis, so I'm gonna go through mastoiditis again. But I think we caught it early enough that I'm not gonna have near the length of problem I had the other year when I dealt with it. So I'm just hoping that we caught it early enough. Had my doctor actually been in the freaking office to sign an order and my at-home nurse been able to do her job, I would already be feeling, I'd already be through the 6th spell of the antibiotics and starting to feel better. But nobody was in the office, even though they had it open. But there was no nurse practitioner or physician in the office, which is not legal in Tennessee. So my insurance has like 3 grievances being investigated against the office. And my at-home nurse has changed her schedule around to see me Monday or Tuesday in case I need another shot. And because the shots stay in your system 3 to 4 days. And so that way I will have, between that and the oral antibiotics that the ER doctor called in, because he can get in the system and see where I've had this before and see what they gave me. Of course, he also knew to believe me because I was way too knowledgeable to be an idiot. But that way I'll have about a week of the antibiotic in me, and it should curb what started. But it is already back here and I am swollen. So I'm just hoping that it comes out quickly and I don't end up like I was. It took me 7.5, almost 8 months to get over when I had it in both ears a couple summers ago. It was through spring and summer. I had no fun that spring or summer. I was always sick. So I just really hope that we caught it in time and that my doctor's absence did not screw it up even worse. I'm irritated and I will get an answer about that, and I will let them know how it will not be all nice words when I tell them how I feel about this. But he basically rendered my at-home care useless and broke Tennessee state law. So I'm just like, we got a problem. So I'll probably be moving to a new doctor very soon. I did great for 4 or 5 years at this office because I had a very great GP that was just wonderful, and he learned a lot about my very rare disorder. Since he left, they had a woman come fill in, and she was great, but she got run off by the nurses. The nurses were just, they're just a little clutch of hens that just, oh, God, I can't stand them. I can't stand them. And they're just evil. They're mean. They're not nice. They're women that I would be like, I'm sorry, I don't want you in my social. Well, as a matter of fact, I've told one that she is not to ever care for me, provide care for me, or handle my file because I don't trust her as far as I can spit. I see evil in her eyes, and I told her that I don't like you. I don't want you handling my health care. I don't want you near me. Make you circle. Tell people to get out your dadgum bubble. It's okay. You don't have to like everybody. But they ran that female physician off. And she was really sweet, and she was really good, and she was learning a lot about my disorder because she didn't know about it either. And she was just getting to hit her stride with knowing about what I'm dealing with. And good Lord. Hi, Ashley. And then those nurses chased her off. And so then they hired this little man that used to be an ER physician, and not to be rude, but he's slower than smoke off a crap. And so the first and last time I saw him, he was more worried about cleaning up the computer system under my file than seeing me and dealing with me. And I was like, hey, you're already 5 patients behind. Let's focus on what I need today. And over the next few visits, we'll tackle that in chunks and get it done in the next few months. Oh, no, I can't deal with this if it's not done. And I just was like, oh, God. I was just like, this is not going to be a very good relationship. So then I had to go back. I was supposed to go back and see him. It was a week ago Friday, and he wasn't there. He didn't show up to work. So I had to see the other older doctor, which I really like the older doctor. He's a sweet man. He's a very caring and sweet man. But he's usually never there on Fridays. And so that was strange. And then you see, yesterday was a Friday, and my nurse had pushed me to the end of the week so that she could get me a shot into me so I could have the shot in me over the weekend and hopefully get to the doctor the next, beginning of the next week, which I have an appointment scheduled if I'm not too sick to get there. That's if I'm not too sick to get there. And I know that the old doctor wasn't there. He's never there on Fridays. So who didn't show up? Was it the new guy that I saw that was slower than smoke off crap? Or did he already quit? If they hired somebody else, did they not show up? All I know is I didn't know what was going on, and they were being very rude to me. And I'm a retired parole officer, so I like to investigate. I want to know what in the heck's going on, especially if I think you're kind of dragging me along. So I called a friend, and I said, they don't know your voice. They don't know your phone numbers. Call and say you've got an emergency. You need to be seen stat. And they called. And they told them, oh, honey, you're going to have to go to the ER. We don't have an NP or a doctor here today. We're just handling allergy shots and blood work. You're not supposed to have your doors open if you don't have an NP or a doctor present in the state of Tennessee. So my insurance is livid, especially because all the people that my at-home nurse saw on Friday, she was basically useless to. And I'm not the sickest person she sees. What I'm thinking about is, what about the little seniors that don't have anybody to advocate for them, that doesn't have anybody to run and cart them around? And, what did they not get? Because I didn't get a very important medicine. What did they not get? And so I'm sitting here going, well, I will fix this problem so that hopefully it doesn't happen to anyone else. So here we go. Apparently, I am like Jesus's bounty. I'm the quicker picker-upper. I'm just make a mess and I'll clean it up. Because apparently that's all I've done my whole life is work with people that were not conducive to society, broke the law, had felonies, murdered people, and I restructured their lives so that they were productive members of society. Now I'm going to have to do it with people that should already be productive members of society. I'm a little irritated. Just a little. My nurse cried all Friday night because I was so sick and she was useless. And it's not her fault. She was rendered that way because there was no doctor to send an order. I'm irritated at the staff because they broke state law. And I don't even think they know it. but they put people at risk. What if someone had an anaphylactic reaction to something that was being given? I mean, allergy shots do that all the time. It's rare, but it happens. You can have a response to something you've eaten or taken every day of your life. What if there had been something happened bloodborne that had been an emergency because the phlebotomy lab was still open? It doesn't make sense to me that they would put people at risk that way. I mean, over one day's wages. What should have happened? They should have locked the door, went home, put a sign on the door, and called everybody if at all possible. And then the doctor who didn't show up should have paid everybody's wages anyway. So, but that's just my perspective. So who knows? But I'm starting to feel really kind of green from the antibiotic. As you can see, after the hiccups. The shots I don't do very well with, but the oral medications I do even worse with. But I'm going to have to take it for a while. Oscar never eats or drinks until I get online. So I do have the appropriate medicine for my mastoiditis. It is going to make me sick for a couple of days. So don't freak out if you don't see me. I did get taken care of today at the ER, and I will be addressing this next week. My at-home nurse will be addressing this. The at-home place that takes care of me has to address it. My insurance has multiple open grievances that they're investigating. And so it will be taken care of. But it's like things that should never happen in real life, Alex, for 500. That's pretty much all my life is right now. David just thought I was down in the dumps because Sabrina had left, which I kind of was down in the dumps because Sabrina had left. But I knew something was not right. I just couldn't, because of everything's wrong with me, I couldn't pinpoint it. But it's mastoiditis setting up in my right mastoid bone behind my ear again. My ear is, as the doctor said, ill. And it's going to take me a while to heal, but maybe it'll go quicker since I have been healthier the last few years. So maybe this round will go quicker. I don't know. All I do know is Brostephan makes me sicker than a dog. So I'm fixing to go to bed. And anything else that comes in for the next several days, and I've got lots of stuff coming in, it will just have to wait until I feel better. So y'all don't give up on me. I'll be back. But if you need a laugh, Mary at Retail Therapy on a Budget did an amazing video. It made me feel better after all I've been through today. It made me laugh. She even asked for prayers for me. She's such a sweetie pie. I adore her. Like, I wish that I had like 5 people that could live next door to me all the time. Those would be my people. But if you haven't seen her newest one, she just put it out about an hour ago. Go watch it. Give her some love and some thumbs up, and subscribe if you enjoy her content. She cracks me up. Her cats crack me up. She finds some of the weirdest stuff on Temu, and I love every bit of it. I've bought many things that she has hauled, and I've been like, dadgummit, I need that. She even made me go back and buy 2 more pair of sunglasses after I watched her video. I was buying Mother's Day gifts early because I'm laying there. I might as well be useful. And I watched Mary's, and I was like, oh, I've got to get me some sunglasses now. And I went and bought 2 of the most ungodly pair of sunglasses. So that gives me something to look forward to as I go through the next couple of days. But antibiotics make me sick. I'm going to be green. Give me a couple of days, and I'll be back. And we'll start the deep dives and go back onto some of the topics we were discussing. I did get another sponsored Temu haul for this month, and it's weird stuff. Imagine that. As I sit here with a half-done rattle on my kitchen table. So he's only half done, but he's drying, so I have to keep the beads every day knocked loose. He's drying, but I've got to have him done because the tribe's going to be picking him up at the end of the month, so I've got to get him finished. But I've got a lot to do. We'll get back to it just as soon as I stop being green. See, Ashley, I can get it right. See, my brain. I've got stuff sorted out. So yeah, if you need to give me another address, email it to me. Because David is most likely going to be mailing that stuff. If not midweek, then at the end of the week. I know he's working odd hours tomorrow through Wednesday. I know he's working really odd hours, so I don't know. He got today off, and I was sick. It's the way it always happens. But I know that I've got stuff sorted out, so I need to get it mailed. It took me forever to sort it out because I had so many little bags. I had to remember what was in them. I was like, oh God, what's in this one? Oh God, what's in this one? Oh God, what's in this one? But I've got them sorted out. So I need to get them in the mail. And so I need to get them in the mail by Saturday at the latest so that they can be on their way. Oscar, do you have to do that while I'm on live? Anybody want a pug? He was all nervous this morning. I think he knew I was sick because he was like up my butt, would not leave me alone. And I think he knew I was sick. So, but yeah, I've got to get those out. I do have everything sorted. It took me forever because I had to remember what was in all the little bags and then go dig through the ones I couldn't remember and then sort them out. And I even tried to sort the pink and blue raffia apart. That was a job. Not gonna lie, that was a job. So just send me your other address via email, and I'll make sure that I check with you before I put it in the mail to make sure I send it to the right place. So it's been one of those days. Okay, as you can see, I'm having one eye really swell today. That is from the pressure over here pushing this way on this side of my face, making this eye swell. Can you see that? So as stuff pushes this way, it makes this side of my face swell. So I have to lay on this side, which is the bad side, in order to relieve the pressure that's going this way. So you can see that my eye's already, it's like 3/4 of the way shut because it's swollen. I'm going to look like a hot mess that was in a freaking fight tomorrow. So I don't want you to see me for a couple of days. I'm going to look really rough. But I'll get through it, and I'll be back. Hi, Jason. And I'll be back. And when I'm back, maybe I won't be as swollen. I do look like somebody just punched the snot out of me. I woke up the other day with a bloody nose, and that was my first tip that something was going on. And I thought, what hit me? Because I only ever bleed if something hits me, like a cow headbutts me, or that's the only time I've ever bled. Somebody's had to hit me, or an animal's hit me. And I woke up to a bloody nose, and I was like, what hit me? And that was my first thought because I was asleep. And then I was like, oh, nothing hit me. I've got a bloody nose. And I was like, why do I have a bloody nose? And I thought, oh, it's just the weather changing so much. Well, no, it was that mastoiditis sticking right here and getting into my sinus cavity over here and into my ear. And that's why when it grows on this side, it causes swelling on this side. But when it was in both my eyes, I look like somebody was squeezing me too hard. So I'm going to look kind of beat up the next couple of days, but I'll be back. I'll be back just as soon as I feel better and I'm not green anymore. The Rosepin's already, because they gave me an IM shot at the ER, it's already kicked in, so I'm already a little green, but it's already forcing stuff out of me, so I can feel it. My body's very sensitive because of this stupid disorder. What I'm going to struggle with is the oral medications I start tomorrow. They're going to make me very, very, very sick because my stomach does not do well with oral antibiotics. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know my story about antibiotics. I don't take them unless I have to, and they make me very sick. So the next couple 3 days are going to be rough. I'm hoping that it's just the first and second day, and then I perk up. But I will say that my kidneys are already feeling better because they were trying to siphon out all the crap, and now the antibiotic is getting in, and I'm starting to feel green, so I know it's starting to kick in. But I'm going to go and sleep. I'm going to probably sleep for 2 days straight. Nobody worry about me. I sleep with a 9mm about 10 inches away. I'm good. I put people in prison for 10 years. Nobody's going to get me. But I'm literally just going to sleep for a couple of days and let this antibiotic do its deal and not be that much. I don't want the vertigo. I did all that before. I know how to avoid it now. And if I feel really good, I'll pop on and give an update. If not, look for a community post. But I'm already swelling. So like I can get one eye open, but the other one won't open. So I fully expect tomorrow to be a very bad day, like Elephant Man Day. So I don't want you to see that. So I'll be back as soon as my body decides to listen to me again. So if you've never studied reflex sympathetic dystrophy, go study it. Reflex sympathetic dystrophy. It's much like MS, only worse. It's not controllable. Go look at the symptoms and what I deal with on a daily basis. It is a booger, and I'm allergic to everything, so I'm raw dogging this disorder, and it sucks. But that's why, being retired and being home, I go online. It's kind of my outreach program to educate and let you all see what I go through. So today, this mastoid swelling, sending all the swelling over to this side of my brain and this eye is, it's probably going to be very big tomorrow, but it's already swelling. So you can imagine what tomorrow is going to hold for me. So I don't want to show you that. I don't want to scare you. But if you would like to see what this disorder consists of, you can go and look it up, reflex sympathetic dystrophy, and you can see what I deal with. And I don't have as severe a case as most people, but I have a pretty bad case, and it's from where that boy attacked me with the axe before I was a parole officer, when I was a wilderness boot camp counselor. So, yeah, it's not fun. I can't even say that, but I'm very sorry. I can type it, but I can't say it. I used to do medical transcription. I can type a lot of things that I can't say, but I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry to hear that. Okay, so y'all know I'm just sitting here swelling, so I'm going to stop before my eye completely closes. I'm going to go lay down. I will be better. I'm belligerent. I will get through this. And I think we caught it early enough. Been nicer if we could have caught it yesterday morning. Don't worry, me and the doctor are going to have a coming to Jesus. But I'll be back as soon as I make peace with the antibiotics and stop swelling. So thanks so much for caring and sending the emails and messages, and go support everybody else while I'm gone. Menopause and Madness, Retail Therapy on a Budget, Hey Everybody, Holler Time, Just Jen. I go, there's so many. I don't want to miss anybody, but everybody that's out there, go support them. And I'll be back in a couple of days, and we'll get back into my mischievous world and brain and start looking at some stuff in depth that I've posted about. And I do have a Weird Stuff sponsored Temu haul on the way. So should be about a week to 10 days, and we should get that one done. So everybody have a good couple of days. I'm going to sleep. But thank y'all so much for checking on me and sending messages and prayers. And I will see you all in a couple of days. And hopefully I'll feel much better. And yeah, then maybe we can finish this stinking rattle for the tribe. That would be nice to get it finished. But I say he's drying, but he does sound good. But he's drying, so I have to be careful. And I forgot, his eyes are very rare gems that Sabrina gave me. They're worth probably more than my rattle. But I think that the tribe will be very happy to have that. So I'll get back and we'll finish this stuff and get back on track. So thanks, guys. Appreciate all the prayers and energy. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to go be sick. And then I'll see you in a couple of days. So, Oscar, do you want to say bye? You gonna be my nurse for a couple of days? Let's say bye. This is the little guy who slept by my side of the bed last night and was worried sick about me. This is my little puppy. Yes, she's my little puppy. Yes. He was so worried about me, and now I understand why. So, don't worry. I have Nurse Oscar taking care of me. Okay, I'm going to let Nurse Oscar go pee now. That was a snort. What was that about? Okay. I'm going to let Nurse Oscar go potty, and then we're going to go take a nap. So, I'll see you later, guys. Bye. I swear my dog speaks English. He knows when I shut my lives off.